Greetings, Quantum Siders. How are you tonight? I had to re-record because the first episode my Wi-Fi was acting up. So I'm gonna. This is a pre-recorded session tonight. I'm shooting from my living room, and tonight's topic is you already have everything you need to be the super person that you want to be, and I'm gonna go into a little detail about where it all starts at a quantum level. All right, and how we cultivate our bodies so we can think properly to be more productive and stay away from bad habits as we develop new ones. You already have everything you need. How do we use and magnify what we already have? Number one, we have to get ready. Number two, we have to purify everything around us and in us. Number three, we have to use techniques and develop new habits that increase us. In the process of us trying to get ready, we have to remove all blockers, anything that inhibits us to not be the person that we are intended to be. Bad habits, bad people, bad emotions, bad environments, anything bad, we have to get rid of it. Look at it like this: if you have a treasure somewhere, okay, but you have a lot of junk cluttered around in your room, you can't find the treasure. It's doing you no good because it's all covered up. Okay. Your treasure is this light that needs to shine, but it can't shine because it's so cluttered and all this junk is on top of it and you have to remove the junk, you have to shine it up and let it shine because that's what it's supposed to do. But by it not being able to do what it's supposed to do, it's actually working against you now because it's taking up space. All right. If you don't lose it, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. Purify everything. And what I mean by purify everything is start with your diet. Okay. I've been a vegetarian for about 3 months now. Ye- Yesterday at work was an amazing day. My energy was through the roof. I was I was the most productive I've been. The customer service I displayed was immaculate. I I I overlooked all negativity. Everybody around me, I believe I had an impact on. The vibrations were just amazing. When I woke up in the morning, I had already prepared my smoothie the night before, and I didn't. The first thing I drank when I got up was a nice warm glass of water. Got my mind right, and I didn't take anything in my stomach until maybe an hour or two after I got up. I took a couple of sips of my smoothie and drank on that throughout the day. Didn't have anything solid to eat till around maybe 2 o'clock. I got up at 5. My energy was peak. I was in a good mood. There's a science behind that. You can't expect to be your best when you're feeding your body garbage. You can't feed your body candy bars and popcorn and all type of greasy meats and dairy products and stuff like that. All that's going to do is cloud your vision, cloud your cells up. Okay, the human body has over 40 million or trillion cells, I believe. Okay, each cell is looked at like a battery. Okay, so you got a 9-volt battery. That 9-volt battery can produce 9 volts of electricity. One cell produces, I believe, a little less than 1 volt of electricity. I should be able to shoot electricity out of my hands. Okay, I should be able to light up a whole block, let alone my house, strictly from my body. So imagine the power of me thinking. All right, all matter starts with a thought. Okay, I looked up some things online that can help us produce the proper gardens. Okay, first let me say your cells depend on an adequate intake of several nutrients to stay healthy. These nutrients come from a variety of foods in each food group, and the best way to be sure you are to get the daily recommendations for each is to eat a well balanced diet. You may also want to include supplements under your doctor's recommendations if you are having trouble finding adequate supplies in your food. It says your cells depend on an adequate intake of several nutrients to stay healthy. Cells die every day. They don't need any help dying. They need help living. We do that by eating the proper nutrients. Okay? On a small scale, if we expect big things. All right? The only thing that grows big and strong without proper nutrients are weeds. Weeds in our mind. Let me give you an example of a weed in the mind. It doesn't take much to think a negative thought. They come naturally. You don't need anything to think negative. Negativity is easy. It's hard to be positive. It's hard to always look for the positive in things. Okay? You don't need to make it any harder than it already is. You need to aid yourself into looking for the good in everything. You can't do that by taking in the bad foods. You can't do that by listening to bad music, looking at bad TV shows, garbage. It's just not going to help you be productive. There was a study done on cells. They put sand on a thin piece of metal and played hard metal music, and the vibrations from the hard music made these pictures from the sand that were ugly pictures. But when they played peaceful music, harmonizing frequencies, it made these pretty pictures. Have you ever seen snowflakes? Like pictures of snowflakes that they put on trees. These ornaments, they're actually pictures that come from your cells, because the pictures that came about when they played these harmonizing, peaceful um, music were beautiful pictures. Scientists said this is the same effect that bad environments have on your cells. These are the same effects that good environments have on your cells. Okay? So you can't expect to produce things at a big level if you're poisoning your body on a cellular level. Science, as above, so below. That's the law of correspondence. If you want big results, you have to do big things on a small scale. You have to eat the right foods. You have to plant the right things in your garden. You have to cultivate your life in a direction where you know what? I'm made for this. 6 foods that help regenerate your cells: blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, all the berries, broccoli, ginger root, nuts and seeds, mushrooms. I love mushrooms. And fatty fish and seafoods. One of the hardest things for me to do is stop eating seafoods. All right. Every now and then I might have a bite to eat, and it'll be some seafood or a nice piece of salmon or something like that. That's the only time I'm going back because omega 3 is a fatty that's essential to proper cell regeneration. Okay, it helps your brain think. So plant the right seeds in your garden and cultivate it. Okay, so you can have the right results. When you know better, you do better. That's golden information right there. I just gave you. Okay, learn how to feed your cells. I was looking up some things and I came across this word ATP and why it is important to cells. ATP stands for, I can't pronounce this, for adenine nucleotide, which is chemically bound to 3 phosphates. So when a cell needs energy, it distributes this bond to form adenosine, this phosphate, ADP, and along with it, a free phosphate molecule. And when your cells have excess energy, it forms ATP from ADP and phosphate to store this excess energy, which can later be reutilized. ATP is created by a mitochondrion, a mitochondria within the cells. This mitochondrion are also responsible for intracellular communication. Cell signaling is vital for health because it ensures things in the immune function, in tissue repair, in cell development, hormone operations, and are essential. Hormone operation are essential every are essentially for every single cell in the body, in every single bodily function. So basically, what it's saying is healthy cells are essential for everything in the body. If you want to fight a cold, if you want to think better, if you want to be a better athlete, if you want to be a better writer, if you want to be healthy, if you want to grow muscles, you need healthy cells. You can't do it with bad cells. Bad cells produce bad things. I come up with this technique that it came out the blue to me. And it's not really science, but if I have a healthy thought and I'm going through something and it's hard for me to stay healthy, what I do is I think of something like, I'm better than this. I'm a strong person. I take a deep breath like I'm sniffing up something, sniffing in good thoughts, good thoughts, good thoughts, good thoughts, positive attitude. Deep breath. I do 3 of those and I'm back to focus. So basically what I'm sharing tonight is how we control the way we think and act and feel by eating and drinking and doing what serves us. This is how we manipulate our energy. Okay, this is how we use it so we can be successful in life on a small scale. It starts on a small scale. Okay, we have to cultivate our garden. We have to feed ourselves the proper energy so we can grow and do the right things. If we want to leave alone bad habits, We can't feed our bodies candy and Snickers and potato chips and we can't get a full stomach off that because our cells have nothing to feed off of but poison. And when we feed ourselves poison, it affects the way we think. And when we think bad, we make bad decisions. Bad decisions lead to poor character. Poor character leads to a poor personality. Poor personality leads to bad decisions, bad personal life. So if you want to be better, you have to start feeding yourselves. Think of everything as this this stuff that I'm eating is going straight to my cells and providing the proper energy so I can think straight and develop new habits, good habits. All right? The only thing that grows without proper nutrients are weeds. We don't want weeds in um, our garden, so we don't want weeds in our bodies, in our minds, in our heads. Pull up all the weeds. Stay focused. That's the quantum side of things. In everything you do, cultivate your garden. In everything you do, be mindful. Be mindful. Okay? I'm telling you, this lifestyle change will help you in every way. Start with your diet. Start eating the right things so you can make the right decisions. It's the quantum side. That's it. I'm not going to hold you. You know I don't hold you long. All right? It's the quantum side, and this is the vortex. I'm Big Joe. Love you guys. If you like the content, hit the like button, leave a comment. I'm here for you. Peace out.